Hello all, I am back, or something Tribe likes to say, I am forward, and I'm just here today with a very special message. Right now, what is going on in the world, a lot of us have seen it coming, but a lot of us weren't prepared. Majority of people weren't prepared. And, I made my first introduction video last night, and I want to make another introduction today. As I said, last night, it was very dark. People couldn't see me, and I want to be very clear on who I am and what it is that I look to accomplish with people who are like-minded and who seek the same things that I seek. So once again, my name is TJ, or you can call me Thurman. I'm from the Bay Area. Came across a huge spiritual awakening about a year and a half ago, and it put me on the journey that I'm on now. And because of it, all I want to do is help people. Really, I just want to assist people and help people because I've been through so much in my life. I've been through so much pain, so much struggle, to the point where you don't ever want to see that again. And I'm sure a lot of people can resonate with that. With that being said, though, what it had done to me upon coming across the awakening is it got me to discover who I really was. It got me to discover my purpose here on earth. And it really led me on this beautiful journey that I'm on now. Of course, there's been ups and downs. I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say I was perfect the whole way. I was balanced the whole way. But there was ups and downs. And because of those ups and downs, I was stagnant. I was held back a lot. A lot of great ideas came in upon the awakening, but I wasn't able to get around to it like I would want to at the time because of sustainability problems, financial issues, things like that. Immature, neophyte. I'll get into the language later, but right now I just want to focus in on what the current situation for everyone is now. But that's just a little bit about me. I'll go in more on who I am, and the content will be great. And I'm in nature right now. This is the best place for anyone to come. It has a lot to do with what I'm about to say next. And I very much so encourage anyone who's going to be listening to this message today to come out here and get some nature, because Mother is speaking. The energy is very real, and we have to be present in a time like this. So right now I'm up here in nature. And the reason why I'm up here in nature is because there's a lot of division going on right now. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of conflict. And, for me, when I came across this knowledge, when I had that awakening, not only did I come across the knowledge, I came across the highest spiritual levels of knowledge, those that were studied by our ancestors in Kemet and Babylon. So when I'm speaking to you today about my experience, not only my experience, but the knowledge that I've been exposed to and brought, in front of, as far as me wanting to seek it, it's real stuff. I actually invite you into that space. Like I said, I invite seekers. I have a theme. I definitely like the seekers. Peepers, I still invite the peepers, even though you're just going to come in and hear what I have to say and may not apply the knowledge. You can still come into the space. I'm not saying that it's off limits. Anyone's going to come into the space. But I like to be very clear on the kind of people that I'm looking for as far as building and creating with. It's just that much more easier as far as alignment with the whole common collective vision, that we're all creating together. So me personally, I like people who seek this knowledge. It's it makes it difficult, not for me, but just anyone who's in this kind of spiritual journey, when someone is coming on to just peep at what you're saying and not actually engage or build or try to connect with you. So I'm actually looking for seekers. I'm looking for people who are like-minded, who are actually holistic, who may have even had a spiritual awakening like myself. And, we can go from there. But I also want to stay back on the focus. I also want to get back on topic right now. And what I was talking about earlier was that right now there's a lot of division going on, and no one really knows what to do but express what's been hidden, what's been showing, but never could really never really had an outlet to go out to. But now this is a perfect time for people to do that, right? It's kind of a coincidence, you would say. Coincidence. I wouldn't say it was a coincidence. And the reason why I would say it's not a coincidence is because you have to look at how control is being used, how programming is being used on the populace, on the majority of people, on the people who are still asleep. So you have to just look at how it's being played. So really quick, I just want to give you kind of a timeline of how this anger really built up. So first off, you had in the Bay Area here where I'm living, the talks were the rent prices. Are you native here? Have you been here 10 plus years? Everyone was going back and forth with that. Everyone's going back and forth with the politics. That was like the topic of the conversation. Mind you, I'm on these streets as far as driving, and I'm talking to people, and I'm getting these insights from people, and I'm talking to all kinds of people, lawyers, businessmen, any kind of people that I encountered within my time driving. Now, I say my time driving because I used to do Lyft. I used to be a Lyft driver, so I've talked to a lot of people, and I will always get the word on the street. You come into my car, we talking. It's just not going to be a quiet conversation or a quiet setting. But if you wanted to be quiet, it was going to be cool as well. I wasn't going to force anyone or anything, on anyone. So I would get the word on the street. The word went from rent prices, are you native here, to all that, gentrification. That was the tail of the tape. It went from that now to this pandemic. And there's been so much controversy in this pandemic, so much that I could speak on right now, but I'm not going to, for the sake of time and just for the sake of, what needs to be said right now to you. And what needs to be said right now to you is that the pandemic, in my feeling, in my belief, in my opinion, how I really feel, judging by the way things in the past have been done, this pandemic is just another illusion. This pandemic was used to control. It was used to get people to do things that they thought were real when they really weren't. Clorox. They've seen numbers that they've never seen. Maybe, I think it was over a decade, because of people buying hand sanitizer. Remember when PG&E went out, when they said PG&E, shut down the power because they predicted high winds coming in? A lot of people went out to go buy solar. A lot of people went out to go buy electricity. A lot of people went out to go do a lot of things. But what those people failed to realize was that was just another one of their programs, another one of those things for you to react to, and for you to not really pay attention to what's really going on. So it went from gentrification, to this coronavirus pandemic, and now you see right now, Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter. So right now there's a lot of division, right? There's a lot of conflict going on, and quite honestly, no one really knows. I'm not going to say no one. That's kind of just painting a brush over everyone. I'm going to say the majority of people don't even know what they're doing right now. Majority of people are just reacting to the way they feel, to how they've been programmed and controlled most of this time. I'm not saying that to come at you. I'm not saying that to bash you. I'm just letting you know what's being done. I'm not here to persuade you. I'm not here to influence you. I'm not here to promote you to do none of that. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to raise your awareness. I'm here to get you to that other side, as far as just seeing yourself, admitting those things that you may have done, as far as just not even admitting, excuse me, but just seeing yourself. That's what I'm here for. And mind you, I'm not coming on as a perfect being myself. I'm working on myself as well. I'm going to be very real. I'm going to be very transparent. The reason being is because in jobs, something that I realized in jobs is they don't do that. And I didn't like that at all. I didn't like the fact that jobs weren't transparent. You'll sign up for one thing and you'll be doing the next, right? So I'm going to stick to the focus. I'm going to stay back on this division thing that's going on right now. So right now, a lot of people are not aware of what they're doing with their energy, right? And when you usually say energy to people, majority of people, they know what energy is. Okay, you can feel someone's energy, you know energy. That's pretty fundamental, basic things. But like I told you guys, upon, my spiritual awakening, I came across a lot of knowledge. I was able to, become a part of this tribe with no S, which is beautiful because it's just one tribe. We all are one tribe. And because of that, I was given or shown this knowledge about myself. Not anything else, not Nike, not Adidas, just knowledge about who you really are. You really are. And I just want to get that back today. So I'm going to give you a little piece of the knowledge. And then also I want to give you something I'm going to give you a solution on what you should be doing, but could be doing right now, right? So, energy. When people hear energy, like I said, they just have the majority kind of mindset about it. But really, energy is more than just what you think. There's components to energy. And because this knowledge, these components of energy has been hidden from us, it's the same reason we're behaving the way we are now. Had we known what energy is, had we known we are alchemists, we are true chemists, and we are producers and creators and gods and goddesses, we would not be behaving the way we are right now. We would already have seen this play too many times. Too many times. So with that being said, I want to give you the breakdown of energy. Energy, the components of energy, right, of the human body is masculine and feminine. I'm going to say that again. The components of the human body is masculine and feminine. You have a plus on one side, you have a minus on one side, you have the straight line going down the body. Before I get into that, I also want to let you know what this physical earth is as well. This physical earth, this physical plane that me and you are on, is on a binary system, right? It's on a dual system. And what's a binary system? A binary system is where you have two opposite poles, a left and a right. You have two hemispheres. Let's say this is the man and the woman, right? And because they exist on this binary system, there's confliction, there's a conflict, there's a perpetualness of the energy going back and forth, back and forth. Just how you get into an argument, you go back and forth with that person. It's a back and forth, perpetual movement, energy, right? And that is the components, right? Now, because the energy does that, because the energy is perpetual like that, on the energetic system that we're on, it goes nowhere. It stays stagnant. You don't elevate. So at the end of the day, the energy that you're locked into, that frequency you're locked into, that's what you become. That's what you are. Because you're projecting that. You're projecting that. Not only are you projecting that, but you're getting it on other people. Whoever's doing it with you, they're getting it on you. And it's an exchange of that. And it's limited. You can't elevate. Why is that important? Energy elevates. Energy moves. We are energy beings. We're not stagnant. We're not limited. Okay? So I want you guys to be clear on that. I want you to understand that. We are not stagnant. We're not limited. We came here to be limitless. Okay? Anything dual, anything limited should be out of the way. Because that's not who we really are, right? And I just wanted to let you know who you are. That's who you are. That's the power you have. So that's energy, okay? There's more as far as just the components and, you know, the scales, but that's just the main thing you should understand right now in this video that I'm trying to get to you. I had no notes. I came in with no notes. This is just from my time learning on the journey I've been on. Thankful of the people that, you know, around me in the tribe that has shared this knowledge with me. And I'm glad that I was able to be receptive enough to receive it. And now I'm able to give it. And you be the judge, right? So let me continue. I want to continue because this is important. This is important to know so you won't behave and do what they want you to do. And it's cold out here, guys, so excuse me. I'm getting a little freezy. I need to, you know, get a jacket in a minute. So picking up where I left off. Those are the components. Now you know you're masculine and feminine. Now you know this binary system we live here. Now you know this realm is a realm of division. We are in the realm of division, okay? The thing that actually got us off track is when we separated, because we were actually a totality first. But then we separated. We were divided. Remember the story in the Adam, the Eve story, right? Adam was split. What's the components of an atom? Proton, neutron, and electron. Let's say the proton and the neutron, that's what's going on right now. The left side and the right side. Black lives matter versus all lives matter. Another conflict, another duality, another binary system, another perpetual energy, another limitation. You don't go nowhere. You can't elevate. So, if you can't elevate, you're stuck. It's an endless knot at that point. But the whole thing is, you can elevate right now. You can say, I'm done. I'm not giving my energy to any of this anymore. I'm not subscribing to that anymore. I'm focusing on who I am as a person, I'm focusing on who I am as a person and what I can do in this world, because I discovered my gift and my uniqueness. And now I can exploit that and make my way in the world with it. Because everything I done tried so far has been limited. Everything I done tried, I've always had someone jealous. Everything I done tried, I've always had a boss over my back. And that wasn't right. It didn't feel right. My energy didn't like it. I wasn't resonating with that. And I always knew that. So today, I just want to get on 15 minutes in and say that now that you have a more of a clear understanding of energy and who you are and what they're doing, the best thing I feel, in my opinion, I'm not going to tell you what you should be doing. I'm just going to tell you what I feel you can be doing with your energy, is unsubscribe your energy from these protests. If you're going to do something today powerful, don't go to these streets. Don't go to these streets. You go to these streets, you're only pushing the agenda for division. That's all you're doing. You're only pushing the agenda for division. Not just that, you're pushing the agenda for them to bring about curfews and bring about National Guard. Who knows, martial law. And then, there's no way this chip doesn't make it to you. At that point, who knows? But this is what it looks like and feels like it's leading up to. So right now, I'm trying to get you to understand and see that you are in a dualistic energy right now with this Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter. And I want to be very clear because I know a lot of people in the black community are going to say something about that. And what I want my black community, our black community, because all is self, I want people to understand that you're not just one color, okay? First off, we have been identifying with the wrong things. Let me get you to see who you really are, okay? I want you to listen. Before you identify with male, female, before you identify with black, white, Asian, Mexican, you are a human being first. And what is a human being? A human being has light. Can we agree to those two things, right? Can we agree to just those two things? That you are a human being and you have light. If you can agree to those two things, great. Let's continue to move forward. Because you are a human being and because you are light, light has no color. Light is all colors on the color spectrum, okay? So the fact that I say I'm a black man, I'm a black masculine male, is actually ignorant when I'm more than that. You see how that is a limitation when I say identify with just that only? And my true self, my real self is more than all of that? You see how that is already a conflict within myself? You see how I will already judge myself by doing that, by not knowing who I really was? When you realize who you really are and you know the power that you really have, you don't behave and make decisions and react the way the majority of people do. Excuse me, I'm up here shivering. You don't though, because you know who you are. So I just want to let you guys know that, because that's exactly who you are. They ain't going to tell you that. They're not going to put that in your children's books. You're not going to see it in no cartoons. You'll see it symbolically and demonically, maybe, but you're not going to see it transparently, properly assisting you to put you on board to who you really are. So with that being said, you are a human being first. You are light first. We can do the male and female thing again if y'all want, but listen to what I just said. You are masculine and a feminine force at the same time. You are androgynous, really. And with that, it's limitless. So with the energy today, people are out there protesting. People are out there on the streets. That was me about 4 years ago. I was like that 4 years ago. And this is my best advice to y'all, is to come to nature. Don't go to the streets. Come to nature and express it to mom. Express it to Mother Nature. Express how you feel. Express everything, because mom will lead you in the right direction every time. Mom knows. Come to mother. That's the challenge. That's going to be the Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter challenge until it ends, until we realize who we really are. That's how you take your power back. That's how you unsubscribe your energy. Everything is energy. I just broke down energy to you. So when you go out there and you engage in duality, you're only feeding the Titan. You're only feeding the generator. So you're only helping them. You're only pushing their agenda. At the end of the day, they're only making executive orders and policies for us to stay stagnant. Not to be limitless, not to be free, not to elevate, not to be in beautiful nature like this. So that's my challenge for y'all. And I really hope we all can be on board with this, because it's important. We need this. And this is also a part of the trinary movement. This is not my movement. This is our movement. There's no S in tribe, okay? This is the trinary movement. And what the trinary movement is about, it's about unsubscribing your energy from external forces, external deities that are keeping you limited. So it's actually moving from one system to the next system. So when you move from one system to the next system, you're elevating. You're no longer subscribing to that system. And this is all about your energy, like I said. So right now, this is my second video on YouTube, and I'm about 20 minutes in. And this is a part of the trinary movement. I will be back again tomorrow morning, actually. I'll be back again tomorrow morning. I'll be taking a cleanse. I'll be on my cleanse. I'll go on my journey. This is my first cleanse in my life. And I'm asking you guys to take that journey with me. This is just the start of something great. This is the start of something beautiful. And all of this, I am in the middle. I'm in the balance. I'm the center. And I'm only trying to get that back. Only. I'm not engaging in none of this duality, none of this conflict, none of this division right here, this judgment. That's energy. You got to understand energy. And I just broke it down to you. And I also want to break down again how you can say no to all this at any point in time and moment. You know, you can unsubscribe your energy always from anything and everything. You just have to identify what it is that's keeping you limited. And you see what's keeping us limited. Anything that you support right now with your actual energy, aka currency, which is your money. So your energy corresponds with your money. Okay? Anything you support with your money, your energy, and that doesn't come back to your community to help you see longevity, to help your children see longevity, it shouldn't be for you. Why would you want to be supporting something like that? That's not supporting your community. That's not keeping your community sustained. That's not making sure you got regenerative water, food. You know, why would you support something like that? That's what we've been doing, though, for years, because we haven't been able to tap into who we are, discover our gift and uniqueness, and birth that into the physical world and create something that's sustainable and limitless, not limited, okay? And I hope this is making more sense. I hope it's hitting a circle. But like I said, this is my second video. I don't want to get too deep. I just want to get that out because right now it's a need for me to have a presence here on YouTube. I know for a lot of people who are on YouTube, this is a very new person to see or a new message or word, whatever. But I'm here because I know my purpose here. You know, I know why I'm here. I've discovered that. And I'm trying to get people to see that as well with themselves. But I'm also trying to get you to see that you are always the power. Always. You are always the power. All of this going on right now, it says that we're not, though. We don't have to go to the streets. We don't have to go to the streets, okay? We don't have to go to the streets. We're just using strength. Where is our strategy? That never worked. Strength alone never worked. The strategy is the critical thinking part. Y'all see the play? And that's just a little formula, strength and strategy. You have to be critical in these times, right? So I just want to give that back today. I'll be on with more content, but if you haven't listened to anything, make sure you just listen to that. You can stop this at any time. You can say no. You don't have to follow any of these limitations that were put on you. Any of these titles that were put on you. Remember, before you were any of those titles, before you were anything, you are a human being and you are light first. That's what we identify with first. Before man, before color, before a woman, okay? Get your power back. Stop subscribing and unsubscribe, okay? That's all you, it's really simple actually. Stop subscribing to what's being projected and influenced on you. That's keeping you limited, keeping you perpetual, and start subscribing to yourself. Because there, it's limitless. And I just want to end with that. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe to this channel. I will be changing my name. I won't keep it TJ Thompson, but it will change. The name will be changing soon, and I will be coming with more content. As I said, I will be going on a cleansing journey tomorrow. It will be a colon cleanse. I will go through all 7 major organs in the body to cleanse myself, to actually reach my wholeness, to reach my sovereignty. And I also want to assist people with the same thing. So if you're a like-minded seeker, just like myself, I have a desire for knowledge. So if you don't have to have a desire for knowledge, but if you're into the spiritual journey, if you're into the holistic movements and things like that, I'm your guy. If you're into, sacred geometry and things like that, right? Stuff that the conscious community, a lot of us, we like to talk about things like that. If you're into those things, then you're someone who I want to talk to, someone I want to build and connect with, a seeker. But if you're a peeper, I invite you to the space as well. But I also invite you to yourself, to get to know yourself. All right, something I should also been doing a year and a half ago, upon my awakening. But like I said, you have these ups and downs in life. You make these immature decisions. They hold you back. They keep you stagnant. But as of late, the energy has been cutthroat. If you've been in the path, if you've been in my way, I'm sorry, not sorry, but you've been flamed, you've been burned. Hey, that's the energy. I have no time, I have no plan, okay? That's for myself and that's for everyone else. Only about building, connecting, sustainability, community. It's about the women, it's about the children. I want to be very clear on that. But as I get older, I'm going to eventually, obviously, be on more things, more projects, but that's just the main thing. I always speak too much sometimes, and I'm already 30 minutes in, but it's been great. It's been beautiful, and I'm just grateful, and I just want to honor this space. I want to honor those who are going to watch this video, and I want to honor my tribe, man. I want to honor tribe. I want to honor Mother Nature, and I want to honor the fact that you are a true alchemist, that you are always in control. You are always in power. You don't have to subscribe to these protests right now. We can just unsubscribe our energy. That's all we have to do. But I'll be back more because there's more details in this tri movement. This is a trinary movement. It happens inside. That's when you become the balance. Get to nature, be the balance. Express yourself in nature, And that's all I really had to say. I'll come back with another video, but this is the main kind of thing I wanted to say today. There's no power in division. There's no power in division, It's just not. So we continue to do this back and forth, duality, conflict. It's an endless knot. So we're going to be here forever. It's going to be blood everywhere. But thankfully, we have a lot of balanced beings out there, and I'm working my way there. You can't really say you're balanced. It's something you work on. And, I'm working my way there, and I'm assisting people as well. And I invite you, like I said, to like and subscribe this. Even put on the notification button if you like what was said. If you like hearing me, if I helped you today, like. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's only going to get greater. It's only going to get bigger from here. So, wholeness, stay safe, be strong, and just remember, you are always a power. Thank you.